Hey everybody, Roger Levin here with your Practice Production Pearl of the Week. I'd love to tell you about recent conversations, but this one was actually with a group of our consultants. Now, our consultants I admire and respect. They average 15 years of experience, and I call them the think tank. I have so much respect for them that when I'm doing research, I often interview our own consultants as well to get their input and opinions and feedback. And we were talking about a call we had received from a practice that just had let things go. They were doing very well, they didn't continue to focus, and now they're not doing nearly as well. And one of the consultants said, I don't understand why anyone would let their practice slide and wait 3 or 4 years when all the numbers and indicators of a decline are there. Why are you waiting 3 or 4 years to get help? And that's a really good question. So for any of you out there that are not growing at the rate you want, you're flat or declining, don't wait to get help. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. It's like that rock going down the hill. The farther down the hill, the longer it's going to take you to push it back up, and the more effort you're going to have to expend. So you really want to look at your numbers. How is production? How is production per day? How is production per hour? How is production per provider? How is production per patient? And how is production per new patient? If you look at those production statistics, you'll know very quickly how you're doing, especially if you look at the last couple of years. And if you find that you're flat or dropping, get help now, whether you go to a seminar, whether you read about it, whether you bring in consultants. One of our consultants said, that's exactly what we do. We stop the decline when a practice is in decline. Well, you need to be aware first that you're in decline, and either you're not paying attention to it, which is kind of natural. You don't really want to focus on decline, or you're in decline and you're thinking things will get better. Rarely do things get better when you're in decline all by themselves. We talk about 3 stages of decline in a curve that I show: early decline, middle decline, and late decline. Early decline, easy to get out of if you have the right systems and materials and guidance. Middle decline, harder to get out of, but you can definitely get out of it if you have the right systems, materials, and guidance. And late decline, you're in trouble, big trouble, and you might not get out of it. I don't say that to be scary. I say that to give you really good information. I always try to give you a straight story in these pearls to be of as much help but clarity as I possibly can. So if you are not growing at the rate you want, if you're flat, if you're starting to come down the curve, do something now. Don't wait 3 or 4 years and let things get worse or make it harder to turn it around. As always, I wish you increased practice production every year, and I'll see you next week.